What's up, what's up, what's up? Serial Assassin here, and today I got a game plan commentary for you. So, my commentary topic today is, I think it's going to be one of a two-part series. This first part is going to be, what's worse, an absent father or a bad father? I've been thinking about this because some things have been going on in my life, and I thought it'd be a good topic. To me, the biggest problem with society today, and what's been going on the last couple of years, is there's a lot of broken families, and the ones that are still together, they tend to have unhappy parents. There is a few and shining examples out there that have a happy marriage, everything's great, but the vast majority. Are either broken families or just unhappy parents. So, and there's a lot, sadly, a lot of boys or girls out there that are growing up either without a father or without a mother, but the majority are without a father. And this commentary isn't about, your dad passed away, which if it happened, my condolences. I'm talking about a fathers that are alive, capable, healthy, just unable to either do their job or decide not to do their job. So, and I figured I'd try to break this down a little bit. So, for the absent fathers, the fathers that, leave for whatever reason and just are absent in your life. You may see them now and then, but it's never consistent, and you're always wondering, where's my dad? So, for, I guess, the pros of having an absent father is there, he may be absent for a reason. There may be something going on in his life that he can't be a good father, and he chooses to leave, and there may be a lot of drama that if he was in your life, it would traumatize you as the child, and maybe that's a good thing. And usually when the father's gone and you're being raised by just your mother is usually more attentive to compensate for that missing father, and also is more likely to work with you and be less strict, or be over the top strict. But I mean, usually if you have a mother and she's a single mother raising you, you have a very strong bond with your mother. So that can be looked as a good thing. And usually, I don't know if this is a pro or a con, it could be debated, is usually mature faster. You're usually wiser beyond your years. You usually learn the facts of life and the intricacies of life a little faster than the average kid, because if they don't have that drama, they don't have that that strife in their life, they're less likely to learn the lessons as quickly. So I guess the cons is you just don't have your dad. You don't have that father figure in your life that you respect and is consistent. You may have a stepfather or another father figure in your life with your mother, but without that biological bond, and knowing that your father's still out there and just doesn't want to be part of you, it's not quite the same. And also, your mom, you may have to miss a little social time with her, because she's trying to have a social life. She may be trying to find a father figure for you, not only to make her happy, but to give you a little more of that male guidance in your life. So you might have to share time with her, and usually there's a lot of emotional trauma that comes with a father leaving. You have feelings of abandonment. Oh, he didn't love me enough, so he didn't stay, and you have that low self-esteem, and or maybe you're just always angry, and it's traumatic for children, and I don't care what anybody says, that's a fact. So and the other thing is little boys, little girls, as they grow up, if their father wasn't in their life, I know this personally for myself, is I tend to excuse me, adopt father figures in my life, whether it's a cool male teacher that seemed to take a liking to you, or that you took a liking to, and helped guide you, and was the picturesque that you had in your mind of a father figure. You may adopt a little bit more of an emotional bond with them because they are filling a void in your life, or maybe it's a friend of the family, another family member that you look up to, whatever. But you tend to be more accepting and attach more of an emotional bond, which in the long run could hurt you, because it's usually one way. Sometimes it's both ways, and that's great. But sometimes, the majority of the time, it's only one way. So now, on the other side of things, is a bad father, and you can define a bad father any way you want. There's a million of them out there, so I'm not going to get into that. But I guess the pros and cons of having a bad father is, at least your father's in your life. And hopefully there are times that he actually is trying to be a good dad and just maybe failing or whatever his reason is. And also, if your father's there but he's a bad dad, you will have moments that he shines and lives up to some of your expectations that you can treasure those memories, no matter how much they're littered with bad memories. But and you also have a father figure. Father figure. What's a figure? A father figure to either model after or model against. For my example, my dad was horrible. He was not only a bad father, but he was an absent father, and I modeled my fathering skills against his. So basically, I thought to myself, what would my dad do in this situation? Oh, he would do that. I'm going to do the complete opposite because that's probably the right thing to do. So, and I guess the cons of having a bad father are, you have that constant feeling of being let down, longing for consistency. You tend to want more of what you can't have. You try to paint a mental picture of how events are going to go down, and you're usually let down, and usually let down hard. So, and along with that is it could make young men or young women very angry and ill-tempered and spiteful, and they may have all this resentment and ill feelings that they're not aware of that come out in their daily life, and it could affect them in the long run. So, and lastly is, on some situations, you may actually blame your mother for your father's behavior, because it may be your dad is a bad dad because he's got to fight with your mom all the time to do things, and your mom makes it hard. So I'm going to touch on the parent thing in my next commentary. That's going to be part two, but that does happen. It can happen, and I'll talk about that more later. So I guess at the end of the day, I wish my father was probably more of a bad dad than a absent dad, because I feel that since my father was absent, I never really got a chance to know him that well. And in the long run, I wish I could have. But I guess in hindsight, thinking about it, as I mentioned earlier, I think my dad fell in both categories, because he was there early in my life and he wasn't a great father, and then he just became an absent father. So I don't know. So that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this commentary. I know it's a little deep, and I hope it strikes a chord. Feel free to leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts, where I'm right, where I'm wrong, where you agree, where you disagree. And I will be doing part two of this, and it will be something along the parents that are no longer together dealing with children, and maybe understanding a little better why parents act the way they act. Because I know my kids are wise beyond their years, but sometimes they don't understand why their mother and I act the way we act. So without getting into the personal details of my life, I'm just going to give an overview of why that may happen sometimes. So, all right, that's it. I'm done rambling. Thank you very much for listening. I appreciate your support. Hopefully, if you're still here, you click that like button. It greatly helps out. And if you want more, click sub if you haven't already done so. So thank you very much, and I'm out. Peace.